There's no doubt about it now. This guy has to be on the All-Madden team.
One of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Chiefs had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They're going to try and throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. First carry for Nick Chubb. And some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Warrior 17.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the 1st half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
14 Chiefs, nothing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try to cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get it as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Second and goal at the Browns' 2-yard line.
Travel out.
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And down he'll go at the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They run again on first down. Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They go play action here on first down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 now. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He'll field this at the 5. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. The defense had understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They go with Chubb on second down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And again, it's Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll look to throw here on first down. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd and 1. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. York now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. So the completion good for just 3, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
The offense on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
19 right.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Browns drive about to get started.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Caught by Jones. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have...
Touchdown, Browns! From 19 yards away. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Cleveland, their strong September has carried over to October as they